What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Misguided Goddess podcast. It's me, the Misguided Goddess Sion. What's up, y'all? Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all alright? Ooh, child. I know y'all ain't alright, child. The current state of the world, it is insane out there, baby. It's insane. But guess what? We gonna talk about it today. I wanted to make sure that I recorded this episode on the 4th of July, America's Independence Day, right? America's birthday, the day that we celebrate our freedom. And I think that America don't deserve no birthday party this year. America is bad. Is you're being bad, being a bad child. So you get no birthday party this year. So instead, I'm gonna tell y'all about my birthday because I realized I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back with the jump off. No, I'm just playing. But I I had to take a little break. I be having to close down for spiritual maintenance and things. Um, being me, highly sensitive and working with the public, and I do spiritual work. I be having to pull back sometimes so I could get my energy back together so that I can pour out into the world again. So, yeah, that's what I be doing, y'all. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys about my birthday. I know I made some reels on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram at Misguided Goddess Podcast on Instagram, all together, Misguided Goddess Podcast. Um, of course, I'm going to shameless plug y'all. How's y'all going to know where I'm at? So, as I was saying, if you don't follow me on Instagram, be my guest. Follow me on Instagram at Misguided Goddess Podcast. Now, I posted that I went to Philly to go to Roots Picnic. Y'all, last year I said I'm not spending my next birthday in New Orleans. I'm not spending my next birthday in New Orleans because it rained on my birthday last year, and for like the past couple of years, it's been raining on my birthday. And my birthday is in the summer. Like I opened up the summer, so I've always been so excited that my birthday is in the beginning of the summer. But these past couple of years, since I moved back home, it's rained on my birthday every year, and I really dislike it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna not be here for my birthday then. Love you, New Orleans, but I'll be back. So anyway, I googled like what am I gonna do for my birthday, and I knew I wanted to go to like a music festival or something like that. So I googled music festivals that was coming up, and I saw Roots Picnic, and I had always heard about Roots Picnic, and I'm like, this is gonna be a black ass event. I'm gonna love this. Yes, okay, and I got to go. It was amazing. Philly is like I thought it would be, black as hell, like black AF. Roots Picnic was black AF. I loved every single second of it, okay? Like the 13-year-old inside of me just it was it was so much fun. And the artists that I got to see, like dog, I got to see Freeway and Beanie Siegel. Like I got to do that. Like I remember when they came out, like, you know what I'm saying? So happy, so grateful. Got to see Jasmine Sullivan, Keisha Cole. When I tell y'all, sung my heart out. It was so funny because right before she performed Love, and matter of fact, I need to post the reels from that too. But anyway, right before she performed Love, she was like, "Y'all don't want to hear me talk, huh? Y'all ready to sing?" Like, yes, sis, we is ready to. We want you to talk because we love you, sis. But we ready to sing. We had came out here to sing. I know I did. And I just want to mention this. There was a girl who was behind me at the picnic. Now we're at a picnic. It's at a beautiful park in Philadelphia, and oh my God, the the view of the city from the top of the park, breathtaking. But I'll get to that. The girl was standing behind me, and she tapped me on my shoulder, and she was like, "Girl," before Keisha Cole like really started singing, because she was singing, okay? She was singing. She was like, "Excuse me if I be singing too loud, but I love Keisha Cole. Look, I said, girl, don't apologize to me. I said, if you know, like I know, you better sing your heart out. Don't apologize, because I know I am. I want beautiful black women out there. I want y'all goddesses. I want y'all to listen to me and listen to me good. Take up the space, sis. You deserve to be here. This is your body. If you want to come to a park and sing, like you at a concert, what? Why are you apologizing? I don't care if I'm singing loud in your video. I don't care. I paid for my ticket to be here. Y'all hear me in them in listen, y'all hear me in all of my videos that I post. That's why I really don't be liking to post them, because all you hear is mostly me singing. But hey, I pay for this experience and I'm just showing y'all what I'm experiencing. You feel me? Another experience that a little segue from my birthday, because this is something I realized that I never shared with y'all either. But 420, man, I never got to talk to y'all about 420, dog. Shout out to my girl, VJ Kelly Green, for number one being my dog. Like, it's my heart right there. For allowing me to be a part of Sonic League Radio, the whole team, like, it's amazing. I got to be on stage at Currency's 420 concert. That was incredible. Like, it was so cool. It was hot as hell up in there because we were so close together, and it's so smoky. You know how we get down with you. If you're a lifer, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. We packed in that tight and we just vibing, okay? Just the frequency be different in there. But it was a lot of fun, and I definitely have to post those reels from there. I've been holding back on y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, but I mean, I be getting caught up in experiences sometimes. So hey, that's life. But now that I'm talking about it and y'all know about it, I'm gonna post them reels for y'all. I got y'all. But anyway, back to my birthday. So both days were beautiful, and the point in me bringing up that story was I want black goddesses to know, like, yes, sis, take up that space, like, sing, like, you at a concert. You at a concert. You better sing. That's why I say, girl, you better sing your heart out here. Like, what? This Keisha Cole. Like, what? Growing up, your mama turned on like Anita Baker and Mary J. Blige and was cleaning up to that. We grew up cleaning up to Keisha Cole, like, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you better sing, because I know when you was at home, you was singing your heart out. But anyway, got to see Keisha Cole, got to see Music Soul Child. Oh my God, the falsetto on that, man. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. Like, and most importantly, I have to make sure I say, Black Thought was rapping his ass off the entire picnic. Like, they need to put him in the Guinness Book of World Records or something, because it was, yes. There was one part where they bought out not Beanie Siegel, I'm sorry, y'all. There was one part where they bought out Benny the Butcher. That's what I'm trying to say, Benny the Butcher. And Rick Ross. They do their verse. Black Dog come in, do his verse. And it just was amazing to watch, like, that kind of creativity, that kind of energy. Like, man, that was amazing to watch. Like, it was amazing to watch. I got to see Rakim. Like, that was so random, because it's thinking of a man stop playing. It was so cool though. And then, like, it was a vibe, and I definitely can't wait to go back. Like, definitely is planning on going back again. And I got to see the number one reason why I really, 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 really wanted to go was so that I can go and see Earn Your Leisure live. I've never been to a live podcast. That's my favorite podcast that I make sure I listen to. They're so inspirational to me, and I'm learning a lot from them. I realized that for me and my family, like, financial literacy just was kind of go to work, make your money, and buy the stuff that you want to buy and buy the stuff that you need to buy. There was no, like, real for real, this is how you save, this is how you budget, breaking it down. And then I like the fact that they have so many other people come on and talk about their finances, and that these people are so open and honest, and they want to teach people. Like, I love it, because we need teachers. They have, like, a lot of us didn't learn that at home, and a lot of us didn't learn it in school. So You have to take as adults now, like we have to take control of what we learn. Like if we don't know how to do something and we know how to read, you can learn how to do it. That's all. That's step one. You got to learn. You got to know how to read. If you can know how to read, the world is yours. Because you can read it in a book. Whatever you want to learn how to do, somebody can teach you how to do it, or it's in a book. Like, figure it out. There you go. That's why in school, like, they give you the base education. They give you a basic education. They teaching you how to learn in elementary school. Like, that's why you have library class D. That's why they teach you the Dewey Decimal System and all of those things and carrying on. That's why they teach you how to read first. They teach you your alphabets. Then they teach you how to say the words. They teach you how to read. They teach you small words. That's why they do that. They teaching you how to learn. That's the basic. That's all you got to learn how to do. And when you learn how to learn, you can learn anything. The world is yours. Never forget I told you that. Anyway, back to my B-Day. Um, Me and my best friend and my cousin, we call ourselves the Fat Friends Travel Club. Well, I call us that at least. Um, so we travel together, and one thing that we make sure we do in our group is at least one of the nights that we travel, we go to a really nice dinner. So that way we have a reason to, just go out, have a nice experience, dress up, look cute, have a good time. We went to an amazing steakhouse, and the food, it was like I ate bread over there, and I couldn't believe how good this bread was. Like, they had like bread and butter, and this is so regular, but the bread was so soft. It was like a brioche bread. It was soft and warm though. It was delicious. I don't eat steak, so I always get stuffed chicken or whatever kind of chicken they have on the menu. Um, just because I have a sensitive palate. I'm really sensitive. I can't really do heavy meats and things, so I don't eat red meat. Um, I was trying to look up the name of the steakhouse. I should have been more prepared than this, but I don't remember it. I'll post it though. Whatever. Anywho, went to the steakhouse, had an amazing time, had an amazing meal. We had a really cool view of like City Hall. Philly is beautiful. It's black. We went to a really nice, um, it was a Mexican restaurant, and they had bottomless margaritas and tacos for like $20. So it was a really nice time. But we like went to eat, and then we went to the festival for the rest of the day. Eat both days that we were there. We didn't stay a whole super long time. So next time I am gonna stay a super long time because it's more of the city that I want to see. The parts that I did see really was beautiful. When I went to see Earn Your Leisure, when I was leaving, I ran into a girl that I know. Shout out to Lolly. Y'all follow Look at Lolly on Instagram. I seen her out there, so that was beautiful. But the view of the city that you got to see when walking down from that area, amazing. I'm from New Orleans. We're a small town masquerading as a big city. So I love my city, don't get me wrong, I do, but we're a small town masquerading as a big city, but it's popping out here. Like, it's fun. There's no place like it here. Like, there's no place in the world like New Orleans, and that's why, like, because it's so small, but we're so much fun. We have a lot of soul and everything, like, but it was a lovely experience, and I just wanted to first talk about my birthday and just kind of check in with y'all because I realized that I have been gone for a minute. I don't be meaning to take these long breaks, but like I said, spiritual maintenance is important to me, and self-care is the best care, and I got to take care of me, okay? So I wanted to make sure that I talked about that. And oh, okay, so with my birthday, I, of course, set some new goals. My cousin wrote something that was really sweet to me for my birthday, and I saved it. Oh, look at that! It's a butterfly. I'm recording in the backyard, y'all. So I like it when y'all can hear like the birds and the chirping, and I like it. But because this is what I enjoy doing, I enjoy sitting in my backyard and just relaxing. And I usually always see beautiful butterflies. But for my birthday, I set some goals. My cousin was like, "I can't wait to see what you do this year," and I was like, "Oh, cause I love it." Hey, um, I'm excited. I'm always excited about creating new experiences in my life. This is a journey, and I'm trying to have as much fun as I possibly can. You feel me? I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to have fun. There's this app called the Pattern app, right? and you like type in your birthday, and it does your birth chart for you and everything like that. But it tells you about your like life cycles and things like that, and it kind of tells you about yourself. And the one that I have for today said it was so perfect for me. So perfect for me. It said your destiny is to be able to relax and enjoy your life without guilt. And that's so true, because I like having fun. I like having a good time. I go into all situations with, a pure heart and open intentions. That's just the way I move and the way I groove. I like having fun. I'm all about it in a good experience. Um, and I like learning new things. So that's learning new things is always an experience. I go into it excited with an open heart and an open mind. And I really, really did not want to have a podcast where we kind of talked about like politics and stuff like that. But one thing that I've really been kind of just reflecting on, because it's been affecting me too, and I really dislike this for not only myself but like everybody, and not to just sit around and complain, because I mean I am still doing I'm doing my ditty. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm doing my ditty. Diddy bop is I, it's a thing me and my brother say, but I'm doing my ditty, like I'm doing my thing. So I just want to preface this by saying that I don't really like to talk about politics and things of that nature, but I really want to talk about the reason why I said America does not deserve to celebrate its birthday this year. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate my life, so of course I appreciate living in a country where I can live my life, you know what I mean? But I have this thing with me where I don't like being controlled. I don't like feeling like I'm controlled. Like, I understand discipline, I understand rules and regulations. So you gotta have some kind of order, I understand. But this a lot of stuff that's been happening, this is just isn't all right. And I know the times change, and that's what times do. They change, things change, people change. Change is good. You gotta always be open to change. Because like I said, every day is every new thing that you learn is a new experience. But really, every day is an experience, right? Because every no days are exactly the same, unless of course you're like into psychosis or something. Because then those days are all the same. Because when you remember them 10 years later, they gonna remember like they gonna feel like it was just one day altogether, and it really wasn't. You felt each one of those days differently. But anyway, I feel like the biggest issue in this country right now is this weird ass need for control and greed, and they going hand in hand, and it's trashy. I dislike it for us. I feel like as a society, control and greed is causing people to make a lot of like hateful and weird decisions. And it's like, it's okay to want things. It's okay to want things, you know. It's okay to want things. But know that in this world, the only thing that you can control for real is you. You have control of your body, you have control of your mind, you have control of your thoughts, you have control of your conscience. Your spirit is a part of you, so you have control of yourself overall. You do. Now, having that control, you understand what you need and you understand what you want. And you can tell the difference, because you can tell things that you can definitely go without having. Like, it won't be the end of your world if you don't have this one teeny tiny thing. You understand that. You understand the difference from the things that you literally can't live without and the things that you can live without. So I want to also just, side note, got to put my self-care captain hat on real quick. Have control over, have the have the control over understanding your need for love, okay? And try to give that to yourself as much as you can. Now, I'm not saying that's the only love you need, because that's not true. You do need love from other people, but the love from yourself is much more important, because the love for yourself is going to make you understand when something is safe and when something's not safe. Okay, so just kind of remember that, because again, we live in in a world that people have this crazy need for power and control, and that just greed just ties in. I want to keep saying greed because I have a point that I'm gonna be making with this. I don't know if y'all realize, but it's 2022 and we just came out of a global pandemic, something that we never experienced, but that we did read about in history books. We read about it. I mean, I don't know if y'all know, if because having that happen made me also kind of go back and read more about the other, pandemics that they had. But this one, of course, was different. We'd never seen anything. Anybody has never seen anything like this before. I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theories of all of that today. Not today, at least. But they gave us a lot of money while we were inside. Like, we had to go inside. Everybody understood we had to go inside. Yeah, a lot of people didn't go inside, but a lot of us had to go inside. So a lot of people wasn't out on the street. A lot of people wasn't spending money, like talking about it, blah, 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 XYZ. So now, we're definitely in a recession. I remember the last recession that we had, it was in 2008. I was still in high school, so of course I didn't really feel it, as probably my mom felt it or something like that. But I do remember, gas being higher, things of that nature. And inflation right now is at 8.6%. It's at 8.6% since May, at least. I read somewhere more than recently that it could get up to 12%. I hate that for the world right now. Like, I hate that for all of us, because I just remember thinking, like, they already had a lot of poor people in the country. They did. They already did. Like, before the pandemic, before hell, before the 2008 crash as well. They already had homeless people. So it's like, people really be losing everything. Like, that happens to people. People will lose all of their money. They'll build it up and it'll get lost. And then we go into these recessions and things just cost more and more money. Insurance is crazy high right now. Like, it's insane. And the only reason why they have to say why everything is so high is just because everything is so high, because we're in a recession. Like, that's the reason. But I don't know. Again, I'm still learning about a lot of this, because now it's affecting me as an adult. I'm an adult. I'm a business owner. I had a plan that this kind of totally blew away, but still working, still growing, still learning, which is most important. I don't understand why this keeps happening. Like, 2008 was not that long ago. 2008 was not that long ago. Like, that's less than 20 years ago. Why are we in another recession already? Like, what's happening with the leadership in this country? It's because y'all focusing on the wrong things. Like, come on. I'm not even gonna get super deep into how I really feel about Roe v. Wade just yet, because there's a documentary I want to watch again before I talk about that in public again. But y'all are basically saying, hey, we're just going to leave it up to y'all state to determine what y'all can do with y'all bodies. Why is that a thing? Why do y'all care about controlling our bodies that much? Like, God gave me this body when I came here. This body belonged to me. What you talking about? My spirit got to live up in here. Yeah, you can't have my body. What are you talking about? I need this body. Where my spirit gonna live at? But the control. It's just it's disgusting. The housing market is horrible also. Okay, I also want to just make sure I say this publicly. When I was 24 years old, I got a job working as a cashier. I was making 10.91 an hour. 10.91 an hour. I'm sorry, I was 23. I was 23. 10.91 an hour. That's the when I moved into my first apartment. Given shortly thereafter, maybe like literally the next month, I got a promotion, and I started making 12.06 an hour. My rent was $525, and given it was the hood. It was pretty hood, nice apartment though. Just the area, the people. I shall say. I don't want to blame it on the area. I'm going to blame it on the people. I don't want to blame the earth. It's the people. It's the society. It's not the earth. Earth ain't the issue here. But then I moved out of that apartment and started making more money. Now I'm higher in the teens. I can't really remember the exact number. I want to say like $17, something like that. My new rent was $655. Really nice apartment, gated, awesome, cute, real cute. Those apartments that I'm talking about right now, today, 2022, and I'm talking about my first apartment was 2015. 2015. Second one was 2016. Yeah, I didn't like the project that much, so I had to get up out of there. My neighbors upstairs, it was so ghetto. My neighbors upstairs used to fight all the time. Like, oh my gosh, domestic violence is not the wave. Sis, get out, bro, get out. Don't do it. Don't be letting nobody beat your ass. Get out of there. Figure it out. You can figure it out. Believe in yourself. You could get out of there. But anyway, second apartment, 2016, loved it, stayed there. Of course, y'all don't know, but I moved to Dallas after that, 2017. So I was moving a lot. Having fun, Life changes, people change, things change. Gotta keep it rolling. But good times nonetheless. Affordable times is what I'm trying to point out here, though, y'all. I wasn't working 2 jobs, having to work 2 jobs and run a bit. Y'all, I run a business. Like, I have a job. Like, why is 1 bedroom apartments $1,500? The fuck is in there? The apartment that I lived in when I moved to Dallas, when I lived in Dallas, that apartment is $1,500 now, and nothing's changed. Not a thing in the apartment changed. It looks exactly the same. That's about 6 to 7. Well, the rent used to fluctuate with their processing or whatever. The rent used to fluctuate, so that's about $600 to $700 more than what I paid living there in up until 2019. So 2021, 22, and the rent has increased by $700. And I talk to a lot of people because again, I work with the public, so I talk to a lot of people about a lot of things, and people are really hurting right now, and it's really sad. And that's what made me really want to talk about it on my podcast. Like, it's sad. What exactly are we celebrating here? And I get it. Like, things cost money, and businesses have to make money. I'm an entrepreneur, so of course I understand. I understand it from both aspects, but I understand that price gouging is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, they put more money out so that we could spend the money that we had, and then y'all made the price. That money was gone when y'all really started shooting inflation up. That money was gone. People didn't have no jobs for those times. Like, the middle class is damn near extinct. It's really rough out there, and that's scary to think about. But on the flip side of that, there is a group of individuals who are teaching people how to survive recessions, how to not have the recession affect you in a crazy, crazy way, like what to do with your money, how to grow your money. And they're not really even trying to really sell it to you, really. You just got to go find the people that's not really trying. If they super pushy with their sales pitch, nah, don't do it. The vibe is weird. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. If they pushing it to you, pushing it down your throat, making you feel like a used car salesman, no offense to used car salesmen, do y'all thing, get y'all money, pimp. But if they pushing it to you down your throat like that, like, and it's just like, whoa, why are you doing this? Don't trust it. Now, I'm not saying people who market to you a lot. That's not what I'm saying. Because those people, they just market, and you got to market to the people until you catch them with the right market. You know, well, until you catch them with the right ad, shall I say. But anyway, I'm talking about the people who telling you, you got to do this right now. Otherwise, you're going to die tomorrow. Why fearmonger? Like, you know how low vibrational fear is? Like that, it's low vibrational. Fear is really low vibrational. It really is. Stress is low vibrational. It weighs you down. So stress kills, man. It'll weigh you down. And a lot of people are stressed out right now. And a part of my job, another reason why I feel like I had to really step back kind of from what the other stuff was that I was doing was because I pour out into a lot of people a lot, like every day. That's what I do for a living at this point, with no matter what job I do. That's just me at this point. It's just a part of who I am, and it's cool. And I like spiritual maintenance days anyway because it's fun to me. I like learning, like I said. But it's heartbreaking to like hear people's stories, and then people really did get sick too. So there's also that, and a lot of people still bouncing back. So then having to hit a recession, it sucks. But I want y'all to know that things are gonna start to even out again. Like rates are gonna start decreasing again. It won't just continue on going up. Not at least I feel from what I've been reading. Not at least until like 2025. Like 24 might be kind of tough on y'all. So be smart with your money and start learning about how to be smarter with your money right now. And it don't matter if you have bad credit or no credit. You can learn how to fix all of that. I ain't telling you to pay somebody to do it right now. I mean, you could pay somebody to do it. Don't get me wrong. They have experts for reasons. Or they have people who are really willing to teach you how to do it yourself. So it's a win-win, really. You're open to learn whatever you want to learn. It's the biggest point of me and what I'm going to always tell y'all. You can learn whatever you want to learn. The world is yours because you can learn whatever you want to learn. Another reason why I say that America doesn't deserve to be celebrated this year. You don't get a birthday party this year. You've been a bad girl. It's 2022 and people are still shaming people for being who they are. And it's just like people. Give people the grace to express themselves freely. You can disagree with it, but disagree with it to yourself. You don't have to tell a person everything that you dislike about them. Now, don't get me wrong. Constructive criticism is constructive criticism. It's constructive because it's like you're doing good, but this could be better in this way, or you could do this like this, and then you wouldn't have to do this like this. You see what I'm saying? So be open to constructive criticism. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I just feel like freedom, where? Like, people can't even express themselves because you want to control them with these labels and all of these different things. And it's just like, we're so multifaceted as people. We're unique. We're talented. And then we're already unique and talented when we come here. And then when we get here, we also can learn whatever we want to learn. So it's just, I don't understand. I've never understood that, why I hate that about a person. Like, let people live their lives and be themselves. Now, if you're living your life and being yourself and that's harming someone in any way, then now you got to fix that because that's not right. That's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I know I said that. I feel like I've said that in past episodes, probably literally the last episode. But I want to say that as frequently as possible so that you guys can understand that I don't want y'all out here hurting people just because it's making you feel good. Because really, hurt people hurt people. But if you go into things with grace and with love and compassion for other people, I want to insert that Lil Wayne video when he was like, woo, right there. Because life is going to open up to you in amazing ways. Things will be fabulous. Trust me. Um, I know that, like, and then gas prices are insane. Like, insurance is insane, rent is insane, gas is insane. I didn't really go deep into this research myself. This is something somebody told me. They're like, the reason why gas is so high here now is because of the Russian war. They don't have nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. But control. Not getting deep into that either. Just know, again, when it all boils down, the root of every issue is control. Like, control, that need for control. Controlling someone else. Like, it's been the way since the beginning of time. Like, let people live their lives. Let them be free to be them. And that's just my biggest thing. Let people be free to be themselves. We don't all want to be controlled. We don't all want to have jobs. Like, not everybody wants to have a job, and that's okay. It is okay, because maybe that person just wants to go from here to here, experiencing life and creating a job for themselves. Shout out to all my people with the 1099s. Like, what? Freelancers. That's amazing. I love that. But I'm entrepreneurial myself, so, we gang. And I'm a 1099 on myself. But anyway, I don't be liking y'all to be all in my business like that. But I'm just playing. I also want to make sure I say this on the podcast, just sliding this in there. About self-expression. This country has taught people to hate themselves so much that people are literally butchering their bodies every single day in unhealthy ways to fit the norms of what society is making it seem like people should be like and look like. And you see it on social media now. So many people look just alike. It's crazy. It's like, you don't want to look like your parents even a little bit. My mother is beautiful and my father was handsome, so I think they made pretty cute kids. I mean, hey, y'all could disagree, but I think they did a really good job. I mean, look at the material, but hey. And it's like, I understand some people have to do like weight loss surgery. Some people have to get cosmetic surgery due to like injuries. People have different reasons for doing things. But my biggest point in talking about surgery again is, if you're going to go that route, make sure you are doing that for you. Not because you feel like society is pushing that down your throat. Be yourself and look like yourself. Like, a lot of women really be beautiful and not realizing how beautiful they are because they think that they're supposed to look like something else. You're supposed to look like you. You're supposed to look like you. You. Uniquely and divinely you. You're supposed to look like you. Just throwing that out there. And I say that with love. I say that from the bottom of my soul with love. But I think that it's insane that people can have womb transplants, but people can't have abortions if they want to. Not saying I'm not picking a side, because to me, whatever somebody do in their life is their business, and I like to mind my business. I didn't get this far by minding other people's business. You know what I mean? Not judging nobody. I didn't come over here for that. I didn't even go to judge school. I didn't even do that. So again, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I went to school for marketing and real estate. I didn't go to school to be a judge. I didn't do that. But if you want to have an abortion, have your abortion if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to have an abortion, don't have your abortion. Have your baby if that's what you want to do. My whole thing is let that person have their right. Why are we even leaving it up to the state? No, don't leave it up to the state. Leave it up to the person. Leave it up to the humans whose life that's going to affect. Leave it up to them. Children are expensive. And with they got a baby for what the baby's going to eat. What the baby's going to eat. Some women can't breastfeed. It don't be working out for them. What they going to do? Some women give their babies up for adoption so that other mother can't breastfeed. What they going to do? Y'all forcing them to have them, and then y'all want to have all of these shortages and all of these food processing plant fires and all of this cattle just dying. It's crazy. But I want everybody to understand this. Even though all of those things, because I see it like this, that is, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit of a conspiracy theorist still, because I do kind of feel like maybe something evil behind the scenes is going on. But the earth is abundant. Like, we can grow things. Water's free. There's a man who learned how he built a machine that turns the air into water. I think that's incredible. I pray to God he stays protected, because that's amazing to me. You know, water is our number one resource on this earth, and I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate that. And it's not fair that in this society we even have to pay for water. But I feel like I do understand, again, from a business side, if those places didn't exist, then a lot of cities wouldn't have like water. You know what I mean? Because we can't just dig a hole in the backyard and then build a filtration system, and we got to clean it ourselves and stuff like that. So no, I'm grateful for that. I understand that we're paying for that service. I do. I understand that. My whole thing is, y'all ain't paying for the water on the back end, so why is the water so high? Why is the water so high? Sheesh. But again, everything is so damn high. We could barely afford to live over here. Y'all talk about y'all want us to celebrate your birthday? Y'all ever, I don't know if y'all been that poor to where y'all never had a birthday cake, but they have some people in this world who was that poor they didn't even have a birthday cake on their birthday. So no, a lot of people, they ain't got it like that right now. Not saying I've ever experienced that. I'm very grateful that every year for my birthday, my mama did make sure that I got a birthday cake for my birthday. And even as an adult now, you know, like for a long time I did it myself. I always, you know, plan my own birthday party because I want what I want. Yeah, you know. But this year my mom was really, really amazing for me, and she planned me a birthday party, and it was so much fun, and the decorations were so cute, and the food was incredible. It was so good. All the food was so good. My cake was good. I had a really good time, and my friends hung out. It was love. Anything celebrating me is going to be love. So, you know, love, child, care, bear, all wrapped up in one over here. Again, I don't just wear one label. I wear a lot of different labels. So it's like you can't control a person once they start wearing all these different labels, right? The labels are in a bowl at this point. Then they're gonna be in a suitcase. Like you just don't, you can't do that. Can't hold a person down on one thing. That's like saying, oh yeah, he a plumber, and then in 5 years, if he decides he doesn't want to be a plumber anymore, he becomes an electrician instead. You're like, you can't be an electrician, you're a plumber. What? People can grow and people can change. Okay? And we as a society need to get back to learning compassion and giving people grace, because a lot of us mess up. A lot of us make bad decisions. And I feel like a lot of bad decisions are being made with these motherfucking prices right now. Because why is everything so goddamn high? Which rolls me back into the conversation at hand. Why is inflation at 8.6% right now? Like, what y'all thought? What y'all thought? What y'all think people? I've seen something online where they were saying that there's a apartment complex in New York where basically your yearly income has to be, um, was it $160,000 for an apartment? For an apartment? For an apartment? For an apartment? You have to make $160,000 to share a wall with strangers. You don't know them people. That's insane to me. And don't get me wrong, I love apartments. I love condos too. They're really nice. But again, you share walls with people. Again, my first apartment, the people who used to fight all the time lived above me. And then right before I moved out, the couple that lived next door to me used to fight all the time too. And a lot of people that, oh, never mind. That's another conversation for another show. Um, I'm not even gonna open that can of worms, guys. You're sharing walls with people, and you want us to have to make $160,000 a year. What do you guys think we do for a living? Because like I feel for people who are like teachers. Some teachers make like $60,000 to $80,000 a year, if that, for a lot of them. And it's just like, where are those people supposed to live? Because those teachers can't afford those apartments. And an apartment is for when you are young and you're just starting out, and then you buy a home. What, like, I don't understand. That math ain't mathing for me. I don't know about it for y'all. I don't know y'all's situation, but that math ain't mathing for me. And the math just not mathing for me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say. I don't understand what they want us to do at this point. And it's just like, y'all want to control us so bad. Y'all can't control us. Like, we are people, and we were sent here to live our lives on our terms. You know what I'm saying? And I really do want that for all of us. So it's just like, continue on working hard on what you're working hard on, and pour into yourself and love yourself. Like, these people not gonna, this ain't gonna stay like this forever, is what I'm trying to get at. It's not gonna stay like this forever. It can't. And we're not gonna allow it. Now is the time for people to try to really start understanding why certain things are important. Figuring out those values, figuring out those morals, waking up, figuring out what it is that you really want out of life, and figuring out what you really need out of life. Focus on that. Focus on that. And then you'll start living life for you and experiencing life through your own lenses. And you'll start to see things for what they truly are. And you'll be free. That's freedom. That's freedom. And we're free souls. That's what we are. We're free souls. We're enjoying the human experience. And what's with the control? What's with the control? What's with the control? The only person that you have control of is yourself. You have control over then it's so much of yourself. That's a lot to control in itself. You have your emotions, you have your thoughts, you have your feelings, you have your likes, you have your dislikes, you have your values, you have your morals, you have your mind. Like, you have so much to worry about. So that's so much to control and be grateful for. Why do you need to control someone else too? It's giving creepy. It's giving creepy. It's giving creep doggy dog. That's what it's giving. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for listening to my podcast. I'm glad to be back. I am. I really, really am. I missed y'all as always, but hopefully you all understand my heart and understand that When I gotta go for spiritual maintenance, baby, I got to go. But I'll be back soon. I have much more to talk about. So, like I said in the beginning of the episode, if you don't already, follow me at Misguided Goddess Podcast on Instagram. I also work at a radio station, so download our mobile app, Sonic League Radio mobile app. If you follow me on Instagram, you can just click the link in my bio and like all of my information is there. Like you can book a tarot reading with me, you can buy one of my journals or my affirmations book. You can shop Iconic Rubble. That's my clothing line that I started in 2012. This is my 10-year anniversary with that. I'm so excited. You can listen to my podcast right from my Instagram page. And you can join the Sonic League Radio Discord app. It's a really, really cool community. And we are, always accepting new members. You can come into the world of green with us and just enjoy some good jams and have fun, have a good time. Thank you all so much for listening to my episode. I pray that you have an amazing week or month if I don't come back. No, I'm just playing. Y'all have a good week. I'll see y'all. Peace.